That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how long did you know Snoop before you introduced him to Dre? Because I know you were the one that connected them.
Yeah. Me and Snoop went to elementary school together.
Wow.
Where I say CIS, that was
Yeah.
me, Snoop, and his brother Jerry. He got a brother Jerry that's the same age as me. He might be a year old. Jerry might have went up on me one. But Snoop is a year under me, and Jerry's a year over me. And first, me and Jerry was best friends, and then we were still best friends. We went sixth grade camp and everything. And me and Snoop was friends too. We was all at CIS, and Snoop got shipped off to this other school. It was certain guys that got privileged to go to this other school called Prisk. They had a pool and everything, so everybody was trying to.
So how did Snoop get that and you didn't?
He was a good guy, I guess. I mean, we was hot. We didn't get to go, so that's where we separated a little bit. But we started in elementary school, and then me and Snoop. All of us used to be in Kings Park right across the street from our elementary school for the summer programs. Then we played youth sports, football. We played football together. And then as I got older to where I got to junior band where I was like 16 or 17, I got took from the high school, Jordan High School, recruited me to come play football for them. So I went up there to North Long Beach. And Snoop was still down on the east side of Long Beach, so we kind of got separated. So one day, I come out to lunch, and I'm going up to the snack bar because we used to grab chocolate chip cookies and milk. That was my lunch.
Yeah.
Or a slice of pizza. And I heard somebody saying, Warren. So I look, and it's Snoop. I'm like, what you doing up here? He said, man, I live up here. He's like, damn. He said, you still doing music? I said, yeah. He said, let's link up. So we linked up. And from that day on, we've been together ever since.
So was he known as Snoop back then?
Through mixtapes.
Gotcha. Was he still Snoop? Did y'all call him Snoop back then?
Always been Snoop.
Really?
Snoopy. That's what we call Snoop. I still call him Snoopy.
Snoopy, huh?
Yeah, but I call him Froggy Frog. That's his name in my phone.
Froggy. What's Froggy Frog mean? Is there a meaning behind it?
Instead of Doggy Dog, Froggy Frog.
Froggy Frog. And what was
we be joking with each other a lot. He probably got my name in his phone under Professor or something because that's what he called me.
At that time, when y'all were in high school and y'all were linking up, who did you think, now that you look back on it, who was a better rapper at that time, you or him?
He was dope. I ain't gonna lie. Snoop was dope. He always been dope. Like freestyling and just writing songs. He always been just dope, and different from everybody. That's why I was like, Snoop is dope. That's what made me push so hard for him because I knew how dope he was. He was better than what we was hearing. And even though we looked up to a lot of the groups we used to hear on the radio every day, he was better than that to me. So I just kept pushing. We kept pushing and trying to build our name, build our name around the neighborhoods and stuff. You didn't have the internet or none of that. So what we used to do is we get cassettes with the double thing. We dubbed the cassettes and start passing them out. That's how we grew.
And how long did it take for y'all when you were passing out things for you to actually blow up and make that record? Regulate and Snoop to go on his way and blow up with Dr. Dre?
Let me see. It probably with I'll say from about 89 to about 90, right before 91.
Wow.
Is around when we linked up with Dre. When I went to the bachelor party, played the tape, and they was like, who was that? I was like, that's me and Snoop and Nate. That's my group, 213, I've been trying to tell you about. And Dre was like, y'all come to the studio on Monday. So I called Snoop, told him Dre wanted him to come to the studio. And he was like, forget that, because we was upset at me. I don't know what we was arguing about, but he hung up on me, boom. So I called him back like, Snoop, let me call Dre on the three-way, man. Please, hold on. called Dre. Dre was like, hello. I said, Dre, I got Snoop on the phone. Can you tell him that you want him to come up to the studio on Monday? Me, him, and Nate. He was like, yeah, I want you guys to come up on Monday. Boom, hung the phone up. And we was living with our friend named Rump. And that weekend when Monday came, we was in the car, and his I used to drive the car. We drove the street all the way up to Hollywood to the studio in the car, and we got to the light, and you got to put it in park.
Yep.
And then the damn drive, we did that all the way to Hollywood.
Where was Dr. Dre at that moment in his career?
He had just left NWA.
Oh, so he was already massive.
Yeah, he had just left NWA.
The Death Row Records.
Yeah, that's when they started. It was called Future Shock before they changed it to Death Row. But it was him and Doc and Suge Knight. Yeah, and we was the first acts to come up in there.
So is it true that like you kind of went your own way because Nate and Snoop signed with Dre at Death Row, and you kind of did your own thing because you were like, that's not really my vibe. Is that what I'm reading? Was that correct in me saying that?
It ain't that it wasn't my vibe. You know, shit, I wasn't getting no attention.
Really?
You know, like I wasn't getting none, and it just felt weird to me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and separate and go do my own thing. Try to build on my own. And it wasn't Dre or Snoop or Nate or anybody, none of my people. It was a divide and conquer thing that was going on. And that's kind of like, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and push. And Dre was like, just be your own man, and handle your business. So it's kind of like he was saying, look, you don't want to be over here no way.